Hi guys, I know it's been a while since I'm reviewing something, but today I have something special. I'm reviewing my large Sebenza 31 with Natural Canvas Micarta. So I'll get right into it. So this is the large and it's the S45VN steel with Natural Canvas Micarta, and my, this production date or the birth date of this knife is 10th October 2022. It has the blade length is 9.1 centimeters and the close length is 12.1 centimeters and the total length is 21.3 centimeters. I'll just do a couple of size comparisons. This is the ProTech Malibu and this is a Microtech Hera. So you can see it's quite large. It's a lot larger. So I also had to get a bit used to it. I did carry the para, para 2, paramilitary 2. So that was, I think, more similar to this, but that wasn't my knife. So I don't have it here with me today. So just a little bit of some discussion on this knife. So I carried it for over a month. I got it end of January. I have cleaned the knife, but more taken it apart and just lubed it up, put some of the grease in. I've also changed I don't know if you can see, I've changed the lanyard loop and the backspacer to gold. So there's the original one. So the backspacer, I just bought a backspacer in gold, and I bought a lanyard holder, lanyard pin. So I just took the original one off. I thought it would be nice to, it goes really nice with the Natural Canvas Micarta. But just a note, when I did clean it, I didn't clean the actual micarta. I wanted to show that the nice patina and the actual, it's like more of a blue jeans color that kind of came through because it sits in the pocket. Yeah, so it looks very nice. I actually dropped it once. I will get into that as well. So it there's a little bit of a clip there. I mean, a little dot there and a little dot there. Honestly, don't know how it exactly fell, but it fell like that. Um, yeah, wear for a month isn't too bad. I'm actually quite impressed. I watched a lot of videos where people say the sandblasted finish gets quite easily scratched up. So if it wasn't for these two obvious marks that you can see, it wouldn't have been really obvious. So actual usage marks, there's a bit here. I don't know if you can see it, if it catches the light. Yeah, so it's quite a bit, but it's obviously not very noticeable. Like you wouldn't even say there's quite a bit of usage mark there. Yeah, there's some scratches there, but it's really in someone a club, but it's really not noticeable how people make it out to be. I don't know if I can just, sorry, thought maybe you could just see with some better light, but it's not gonna help. Yeah, yeah. So it's in person, it's really not noticeable. It so few things that I like about it. It's very smooth, but I must add an asterisk there. There was a bit of not an issue, but something that I wasn't too keen about. So when you normally just tighten the screws, not even crank, cranking down on them, just tightening it slightly, is how many videos on the Sebenza, large Sebenza 21 say you tighten it till it doesn't go more, but you don't crank on it. And so I did the same on this one, but it was extremely stiff and it was very hard to actually open it. So I watched a couple of videos and they say you try not to hold down on it. So even though I was trying that, it was extremely hard to actually use. And also, um, the pivot screw kept on coming loose, which was a bit weird. But um, in the pack, it does come with some Loctite. So I actually didn't use this one. I used a normal blue Loctite, and after I used it, it was perfectly fine. Um, Thereafter, I realized I should maybe so tighten it and then back it out by, let's say, a very little bit. So if I could put it in perspective, to make it run smooth like this. So it's still, I think it's still breaking in, but it's very smooth. So once you tighten it, then you back it out. Let me just show you like this. You back it out slightly. So like, okay, so it's righty tighty, lefty loosey. So you back it out like this much. So going from here to here, like very slightly. Then you know it's still good. It's still tight. It's just not, you know, till the max. So it actually helped it a lot. So the Loctite actually has helped it. So I've used it for a couple of weeks now, like this, and I've been playing around with it. So yeah, it's very smooth after sorting that issue out. Um, I really like how simple it looks. It's not very out there. Like for example, this it's not very out there. It's very simple and it does what it needs to do, and it's very effective. Um, what I also like is from straight out of the box, it was extremely sharp. I didn't sharpen this. I didn't strop it. It's extremely sharp. So it's sketching a bit, but it's extremely sharp, which is awesome. Okay, that was a bit sad, but yeah. So yeah, it was very sharp. The build quality is very good. It was very easy to take apart. You literally just take out the pivot screw and the actual pin. What I can't remember what it's called exactly. So you take both of these out. You put some pressure on the lock bar and it's out. You can clean it up. You can do whatever you want. Put it back. It's perfect. It I haven't cleaned it for a good couple of weeks, so it is a bit dirty, but it's still smooth. Very easy to clean, as a quick clean. And after that, if you want to actually just take out the titanium scales, you just take out 1 2 screws, sorted. It's very easy. I also really like the fact that it came with some tools. It came with actual grease, which is nice. I i use this grease, but I think if I had a choice, what I'm planning to do is getting some heavy KPL, um, and I think that will make it a bit nicer, but that's not a problem. I also do like the clip, but is there's another bit of an asterisk there. I don't like the how much it actually sticks out. So the reason it fell and the way it fell is it was in my pocket and it caught onto something, and it just pulled out. But yeah, it was a bit annoying because it was because of the clip. It wasn't me playing around with it and it fell. So that's a bit of an annoyance. But I really do like the double. So it has the actual tension on this, and then it has an actual double piece. So that does help it a lot. So I noticed from my other knives, so from the actual Microtech and from the Malibu, it's a lot more sturdy. It's just the fact, if you can see how much that sticks out to it, it to me it seems like it's a lot more, and it's a lot easier to get caught on it. Like this really won't get caught on it. So even on, like, if you're walking on it, it generally like catches onto things, which I don't like. But other than that, I think it's a really awesome knife. I think that um yeah, I think if I had to say one more thing, that it's not something that is bad about the knife. It's just that I would it would be nice if Chris Reeves would actually add this. So if you pinch one of the actual washers, you have to send in the knife. So not that I did, and not that it's easy to do, but let's say if you lose one, or if it falls and let's say it gets a bit damaged, the sad thing is you actually have to say, I'm sending this knife in. You can send it in and they will give you a new set, and you could request an like a spare set. But it would be really nice if they actually from factory sent a spare set, because these washers are specifically fitted for the knives. That's why um, it would be nice if they just added that. And yeah, I think that's one of the things that I wish they did. But other than that, it's a really nice knife. I would suggest it. The negative on the price is it's $600, which is a lot for a knife. But knowing that this knife can be passed down to your son or to your daughter, and even if they look at it and they're like, oh, this is so worn out, they literally send it in, get it, get a spa treatment on it, comes out almost new. They have a knife, and probably they can send it, pass it down to their kids as well. So it's a really nice um, knife for that, knowing that you can use it. Let's say if you go with your kids hunting, camping, whatever, and they can have that memories, and they you pass it down to them, they can do that with their kids. It would be really awesome. So, and it's capable of being used every day. So I've carried this for over a month now, and yeah, it's really nice. It feels so nice when you actually use it. And this one's quite sharp, which is nice. It has a nice um like space here, so if you want to sharpen it right till the end, you could. I haven't sharpened it. I do plan to actually plan to get a KME to sharpen it in future. But it's yeah, so I would suggest someone should get it. Also, I forgot to mention this the spine of this knife is really beautiful. So if you look at it, it's not sharp, but it has like a really nice edge on curve on this, if I could put it that way. So it's smooth. It's like a little rounded. So it's really smooth. Even the jumping, if you can, I wish it comes through on camera. If you can just see the finishing on this knife, it's really beautiful. Between the chamfers, it shines, and the wear has held up really well. You can see on the edges, It's a little bit worn out, but this is not a lot. Anyway, um, that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.